Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So, full disclaimer, the video that you are about to watch is the exact same video that I'm going to put up for Mandarin Duck on their channel and probably promote that one on Facebook too. But before I get into that, I do just want to say, for everyone that doesn't know, I've been working with Mandarin Duck since about June of 2019. They have always treated me well. They've always treated me with a great deal of respect, a great deal of care. And I do want to mention the care. I worked in care for 9 years, and they've treated me better than practically any care company, definitely any care company that I've been with. But they've given me a lot of freedom. They've given me so much trust, and I've truly loved working with Mandarin Duck. And it's a company that, when I say to people, this company actually cares, it's not just the fact that they pay me, it's the fact that I've seen firsthand how much they actually care about their customers. I've seen what happens behind the scenes. I've seen the attention that they want to put into their products for this, that and everything else, and it makes a difference. It makes a big difference when you recognize that the company you're working with actually cares about their customers and not the bottom line. That makes a big difference. So regardless of what happens going forward, even if they turn around today or tomorrow and say, look, we want to part ways, I'm still going to recommend Mandarin Duck because I've seen how much they actually care. The prices are what the prices are because they think everyone should be able to pick up a bow and go shooting and just enjoy the passion of archery, this shared love that we all have. There's so much gatekeeping in archery, it drives me crazy. Mandarin Duck do not want that. It's not that they want you to buy their stuff, it's that they want you to enjoy archery because it's something that everyone who works for Mandarin Duck has a real passion for. Secondly, I do not typically ask for a lot of samples. For me, it just feels a little bit unprofessional given that they do pay me. But the bows behind me, they were samples that were sent to me. The Black Hunter was sent to me. The Black Rock was sent to me. And I did ask a little while ago for some samples. So I knew that the Thorn, which is a fantastic bow, I'm gutted that the weather is the way that it is today because I really wanted to get out and do a video on it. But the Thorn is a cracking little bow. I knew that was coming. They sent me a carry case with Mandarin Duck. I'll do a review on that very soon. I knew that was coming. I knew that they were sending me arrows and the Seeker quiver. And this is something I've been excited about for a while because I think it's safe to say a lot of us, definitely me, during the last couple of years, I don't know what happened, but somehow my jeans have all shrunk. So, being able to put on some trackies and just have the quiver strapped to my trackies, rect1.com trackies, that is a big deal. That is a big convenience. And I really love that. If you've watched my older videos, you know I like to carry as little as possible. And that's just something that works. I think so far my best quiver has been like a little pouch thing that just clipped onto the back of my belt. This easily replaces that. It's just so good. I'll do a review of this anyway. But the point is, I knew these things were coming. Now I might not have clicked on, might not have followed it all, but the paperwork that the guys sent me, this all adds up. There was 2 things that came with this quiver, and that really put a smile on my face. So today, the day of recording this, January 11th, is actually my birthday. These things turned up just a few days ago, so I'm taking what wasn't in my paperwork as a birthday present from the company. So the main guy I speak to is Ken. So Ken, if you do ever watch this, thank you so much, and everyone at Mandarin Duck, because this glove is more than just my style. I absolutely love shooting gloves and tabs that are like this. It feels like my hand's free to do so many things. It's so easy just to put them on and then take them off. It's tough leather. I'm going to go into a review in just a sec, but this is a fantastic glove and I didn't know it was coming. And this, the Ranger Bracer, is so much better than any images I had ever seen. And I didn't know this was coming either. So again, thank you to Mandarin Duck. It has been every day working with Mandarin Duck has been an absolute pleasure. And things like this just puts a massive smile on my face. So again, because I didn't know these were coming, and because today is my birthday and they turned up just a few days ago, I am taking this as a birthday present. So again, thank you to everyone at Mandarin Duck and everyone that's watching this video. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to be completely honest about where I am, but I do love these. I do. So, now onto the video. I can't work out if this is a good cup of tea or not. Hey guys, it's Sam from Mandarin Duck. I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I quickly want to go over gloves, tabs and braces. Basically the PPE of the archery world and why these things are so important. So I know there are a lot of archers out there who don't particularly use braces, and a fair few people, mostly people who are newer to archery, won't typically pick up a glove for a lot of different reasons. To my knowledge, there's only a handful of bows out there that you can shoot with naked fingers. And again, to my knowledge, they are only lever action bows. They are very specialist in what is already quite a niche area of sports. If you are picking up a bow, you should absolutely have finger protection. I know there are videos of me not wearing gloves and me not wearing braces, and I do get my butt kicked by fans of archery for not having that. All the critiques that I get for that is well justified. I have no excuse. I really don't. I have no excuse. I should always practice what I preach, especially when it comes to archery, and always have the right gear. Now, braces are kind of an obvious one. There are some styles of archery where wearing a bracer isn't necessarily needed, but certainly if you do mess up with archery to the point where you need to wear a bracer and you get that string slap, it's an immediate correction. Straight away, it's an immediate, you messed up. You should be protecting your arm. Sometimes, yeah, if you bend your elbow just a bit more, if you rotate your shoulder, poke out your elbow, then you might be able to get that clearance every time, and you wouldn't necessarily need a bracer. But there are also bows where you'd have to wear a bracer regardless. For me, every time I've shot a longbow, regardless of how I've tried to shoot it, I've always felt that string hit my forearm. So a bracer like this is absolutely vital, and this is of course the Mandarin Duck's Ranger. The photos on the website, the images that even I've put out, really don't do this thing justice. It is so gorgeous, and I think for a lot of archers, certainly myself included. Now, I'm used to bracers that have almost like a buckle system and constantly having to tighten it up and make sure, which can take a lot of time. So when this turned up the other day and I finally got my hands on this bracer, I was pretty stunned with how easy and how quick it is just to put it on your wrist. That's it, just a few seconds and it's there. Now obviously this one is just that little bit too big for my forearm at the moment, but that is because it is high quality leather and because I've not had the opportunity to have a lot of shooting in the few days that it's actually been here. But this is going to curve around to my arm in time, and certainly considering that right now it's January and it's really cold in the UK, some parts of the UK even have snow. This is absolutely fantastic for putting on whilst I've got my hoodie on, and even if I've got a thick cardi or even a coat on. The fact that this is the size that it is means that I can put them on practically anything I'm wearing. So I don't really have an excuse to not keep my forearm protected. And certainly when you have that protection on your forearm, it does allow you to be more creative when you're trying to learn different styles. This of course is the Thorn from Mandarin Duck. Now, anyone who knows me, anyone who's seen some of my old videos, you know I have a massive soft spot for horse bows and for Chinese archery. It's how basically I started. I made my first longbow out of PVC. Yes, I realise all the backlash I get from that, and it's well deserved. But the first bow I bought was a Chinese horse bow, so I love horse bows in general. And the fact that this is just such a good bow, such a fun little shooter, it really is. The benefit of that is that it allows me to shoot in different styles. So I can start shooting with Mediterranean, maybe a little bit more of a cant than I would normally have. And I'm not as concerned about being punished so harshly because I've got a decent protection on my arm. I've got a decent bracer that's stopping me from, well, having massive whelps come up on my forearm. Now, I'm not going to put these images in this video, but it's a very quick search online to see just how painful and just how brutal some string slaps can be. Now, in my opinion, the far more dangerous side of this is not having anything to protect your fingers on your shooting hand. So this is not having a tab or a glove of any description, not using any kind of shooting releases or shooting aids. This is far more dangerous in my opinion, because if you get string slap, it's immediate. You know you messed up. You know somewhere along the line, either because of the bow that you're shooting or because of your form, something needs to be looked at. When it comes to not wearing a tab or a glove or anything like that, the effect isn't necessarily immediate. The danger is nerve damage, and that's not something that you'll get just after a day of shooting. You might get sore fingers, and again, I know I've done this, but you might get sore fingers. You might maybe you'll even develop calluses, but you will also get some form of nerve damage, and it's just not worth it. There's a lot of reasons why people wouldn't necessarily think to get a glove or get tabs or something like that, but they are really important to have. This one is the Ranger tab glove from Mandarin Duck. And this is a glove that I absolutely adore. I love this style. I love how light it feels. Personally, I want as little as possible. So the big gloves are good for the winter, but realistically I just don't like them. It feels too heavy, it feels too cumbersome. Tabs are really good. I have always enjoyed tabs. The issue is I typically have to alter tabs in one way or another because not all of my arrows are going to be the exact same. If I was shooting one of these arrows, an arrow from Mandarin Duck, okay, I could probably fit this into a tab. The nock's quite thin, it wouldn't really be much of an issue. But if I'm shooting more of a traditional arrow, the tab's going to need some alteration, and I just don't like the fact that I cut into this thing that I've paid good money for. I personally don't have leather cutting equipment, and a good tab typically is leather or is as tough as leather. So with that in mind, I am kind of ushered more towards a certain type of glove, and in fact this is the type of glove that I go more towards. I prefer something that can easily wrap around my wrist, something that I can either put over a hoodie or over a t-shirt or over something like that, or put underneath if I need to, with light tabs that just easily come off and come back on. That for me is the best of everything. My fingers are protected. And with this particular tab glove, this is thick, tough, well done leather work. So when I grab any kind of bow, when I do any kind of typical draw, this feels solid, this feels safe, this feels like I can shoot for a solid day and never ever have to worry about the ends of my fingers hurting, about worrying about nerve damage in the next 10, 20 years. Because I hate to break it to the younger viewers, but you're old for a lot longer than you're young. This kind of glove for me is perfect. Now, a shooting glove is a very personal thing. It's like your archery equipment. Your archery equipment in general is a very personal thing, but you certainly have a lot of options out there to experiment with. And as I said, I've quite enjoyed shooting with a tab, especially in the summer, but it does depend on what arrows I'm using, because that could mess up my shots, and I don't necessarily want to cut into my tabs. It's not something that I particularly like enjoying. I want to have the product and then be able to go. And when it comes to gloves, the fully encased gloves, that on a cold day is something that's really good, but certainly when we get more into summer, my hands are going to swear. I'm not going to be comfortable in the glove, I'm not going to be comfortable shooting, so I'm not going to be focused on the shot, I'm just going to be focused on how uncomfortable I am, which is not something I want. But something like this, a tab glove, for me is great. I can get a half decent pair of gloves on, and then I can put the tab on top. I like archery equipment that conforms to what I need, how I like to shoot, and what gives me options. So this bracer, the Ranger bracer, gives me the option to go out and shoot as I am now, or if I want to put on a thick hoodie or a thick cardi, I can shoot with this bracer on top of everything or underneath everything. With this glove, the Ranger glove, it gives me the option to shoot with my hand as it is, or to put on a thermal glove to make sure I'm warm in these colder months, and I'm still able to shoot any kind of arrow from any kind of bow that I want to shoot, and I'm protected. So there you are, guys, that is the PPE of the archery world. I hope you found the video informative and maybe even just a little bit entertaining as well. And if you do have any other questions about any of the products that you've seen, anything that I've shown up on the screen, or just in general, you can always leave a comment down below. If you are watching this on YouTube, I do realise I'm a little bit slow with responding to the comments on YouTube. I don't always get these messages, I don't always get these notifications. So if it's something that you want an answer to, by all means, send us a message on our Facebook page. Link will be down below. And you can always just send us an email as well. We always love hearing back from you guys. We love having feedback. We love the interactions. We love the communication that we get with people that have a genuine passion for archery just like we do. So until next time, guys, keep safe. I'll see you there.